Oh, all right. Let's see. So it looks like we're live. Let me make sure that we are good to go here on the YouTube. Are we good? Nope, not yet. Not yet. There it is. All right. Let's see. There we are. Yeah. Oh, yeah. There we go. There we are. We are out. Yeah, we are. What is that vocabulary, Vyyyper? We are live. There we go. Yeah. Woo. We are back in the building. It's been a couple of weeks, but we back. What up, y'all? What's going on? How y'all doing? How y'all been? Fam. Bro. Now, if y'all have been paying attention to me the last few weeks on this live stream, I've told you all, I've made no bones about it, right? I told y'all that I'm not really that excited about WWDC. But after seeing what Mark Gurman put out there today on Twitter about what he expects to be announced that happened, oof, oh man, woo, you want to talk about a gut punch? You want to talk about a beatdown? I mean, damn, it is just. I think I'm even. If I don't know. I mean, I already wasn't excited, but after what Mark Gurman put out there today, now I'm less excited than what I was already, and I wasn't that excited to begin with. But we'll get to that in a minute. I thought we do the intro and do all that stuff, but yeah, I don't know, y'all. I don't know about that one. But current time is 6 o'clock. Actually, it's 6:01 p.m. Central Standard Time, which means you are in the right place. You are on the right YouTube channel, baby. So let's go ahead and rock and roll. I think we got people already out there in the cut. So let me not keep y'all waiting and go to work. Let's do what we do here. Let's do what we do, y'all. Woo! What's up, people? This your boy Vyyyper, the man about tech, back again for the video. And before we go into night festivity, what can I talk? Let me try it again. And before we get into tonight's festivity, there we go. Let me see who I got in the chat tonight. We got Joshua of Jimmy Fire Dragons in the building. What's up, bro? How you doing? Good to see you in the cut. We got my enforcer, Genosis, in here. What up, Genosis? How you doing, my guy? We got Antron in the building. What's up, Antron? How you been, man? Brian Tech is in the building. What's up, Brian? How you doing, man? Good to see you. We got Andy I think it's Schuler. Sorry, I'm probably butchering that, but Andy, what's up, bro? I've been good. Good to see you, my guy. Hopefully you're doing well. And who else we got? That's it. All right, so there are 10 people watching. I did not just go through 10 names. So shout out to my lurk squad. There's a few y'all lurking out there. You're lurking. Either you can't comment or probably the more accurate description of what's going on is that you are watching on a device that does not allow you to comment. Maybe you're watching me on TV. I don't know. But either way, I'm glad that you're here. Because it's been a couple of weeks, but we're here. We're out here. We're out here, bro. We out here. Oh, my man, Mr. Winston Toriano. Winston, what's up, bro? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Hopefully you are doing well. Listen, man. We gonna get all that. That's just, it's diabolical, bro. So you know what? I've told y'all on my main channel. I've told y'all on this live stream. I've told you all for like the past, I think, couple of years now that I felt like the iPhone, by and large, has not really changed. It hasn't really had excitement. A lot of you all have commented about the lack of innovation. There's no innovation with Apple. And by and large, you are right. Kind of hard to argue when you see what's going on the Android side with the innovation and different things like that. But there's just no innovation. Well, I shouldn't say no, but there's very little innovation going on over there at the spaceship at Cupertino. But now you got AI and everything that's happening with AI and the rise of AI and Gemini, Google Gemini, just eating everybody's lunch, just killing the game. And then you got Siri and Apple Intelligence and how it's just woefully missing and underachieving and just doing nothing, getting delayed. It's vaporware. It doesn't exist. It's like, where is it at? So last year at WWDC, Apple made all these promises about Apple Intelligence and how it's going to be able to have contextual awareness and naturally integrate with your iPhone and your daily personal activities and different things like that. Now, they did say that some of the stuff was going to come down the road, but they made it sound like a lot of the stuff will be delivered within the year, right? So here we are a year later, and the Apple Intelligence that we have a year later is not what they talked about here last year at WWDC. I mean, what Apple Intelligence features do I even use? I don't even, do I even, like, actually, you know, I take that back. I take that back. I would probably say the one Apple Intelligence feature I use, and it's not even really Apple Intelligence per se, but the Chat GPT integration with Theory is something that I kind of use from time to time. I don't use it much, but I have used it from time to time. It's okay. But other than that, that's probably the only Apple Intelligence-ish thing that I use. I don't really use the writing tools. The Gemojis are a damn joke. I'm a grown ass man. What am I doing? What am I doing with Gemojis, yo? Like, they keep touting Gemojis. We'll talk about this in a moment, but they keep touting Gemoji. I'm a grown man. I'm 44. I'm a grown ass man. What the hell am I doing with Gemojis, Apple? What are we doing here? But I digress. Image Playground again. What am I doing with that? I'm a grown ass man. What am I doing with that? Image Playground. I have no interest in that. What else is there? I don't even know what else is there. Yeah, there's just not much. We got camera control and visual intelligence. I never use that. I mean, Google Lens has been doing that for like over a decade now, so I don't use visual intelligence. Like, like none of the stuff that Apple has on board, and even stuff that I care about or use. I don't use any of this stuff. So I'm just so underwhelmed about Apple Intelligence and what they're offering so far. So let's go and take a look if I can find. Let me. Where do I start? Where do I start now? Obviously, with this WWDC coming up, right? Apple is already delayed and they're lagging behind in their AI offerings that I just woefully highlighted to you all, right? We saw what Google was talking about at I/O. They got VO3 out there. They're making whole ass AI videos that seem realistic. They're doing different things with AI and Android 16 and the like. They're just kicking ass in the AI department on the Android side. So now we are here. WWDC is in 3 days here for Apple. And it sounds like their AI announcements here on Monday are going to be much to do about absolutely nothing. And I'm just like, what the hell is going on? But let's see what the world's best Apple insider has to say about what we can expect at WWDC, because we love us some Mark Gurman here on the channel. I've actually for those of y'all that have followed me a while, you know that I've interviewed Mark Gurman for my podcast back when I was doing my tech podcast years ago. I've interviewed Mark Gurman. I actually have an interview on, I think it's on the channel if you look it up. But yeah, I have an interview with Mark Gurman. It was like 5 years ago I interviewed him. But yeah, Mark Gurman's been doing this a long time. He's one of the best at it. But let's just look at this, you all, because man, oh Lord, you got to see it to believe. You got to see it to believe it. So, according to the world's best Apple insider, Mark Gurman. And unfortunately, I can't read the whole article. I can't open it up because it didn't paywalled, and I ain't got time for all that. But we can get the general gist from these headlines here. Apple's main new AI features are live translation and phone calls, which is nothing to sniff at. I mean, live translation and phone calls is fine. It's okay. Again, I think Android's been doing that already for a minute, but okay, it's fine. It's cool. Text messages with text. I don't know what he means by text messages. Like, what does he mean? Like, what is that? How is AI going to be integrated into text messages? I don't know, but I guess we'll find out. And then he said with the and with AirPods. So I guess you're gonna get Apple Intelligence with text messages and AirPods. Again, don't really know what that means. I guess they'll explain that more on Monday. He says a revamped shortcuts app. I don't even use the damn shortcuts app, dude. I mean, I'm pretty sure some of y'all out there in my audience probably use it. I don't use it. Like, actually, no, I take that back. I do use it. I think I got one thing. What did I do? I did something lately with a shortcut. I don't know. But I rarely use it. It's not really something I use often or hardly ever. I think I made some of my favorite photos in the app, I guess. So I guess I use a little bit of shortcuts, but I don't really care about shortcuts, right? And then it's Gemoji crap. They're giving us the ability to combine 2 emoji into a new Genmoji. What in the monkey's nipple is that? I don't even use Gemoji today, but now you're talking about giving me the ability to combine 2 Gemoji into one. What the hell did that do for me? I mean, maybe about 5. Bro, I am a grown-ass man, Apple. I am 44. I am not playing with your Gemoji, fam. Like, what is going on? Like, why are y'all so fixated on Gemojis? What is going on over there at the spaceship in Cupertino? Is part of Apple Intelligence, do y'all have like a nanny that like y'all lead out there because there's way too much focus on Jamoji for me. But that's just me. I don't know. I don't understand this stuff, bro. Like Brian said, no, but we not using it out here, yo. We not using Jamoji, bro. Like every headline is Jamoji this, Jamoji that. Bro, we not using Jamoji, bro. Also, apparently, Xcode will get third-party large language model support for code generation. So the developers will have an easier time coding with the support of this LLM. So that's cool. But their main AI features are live translation and I guess Apple Intelligence within text messages and the AirPods. Is that it? Is that it? Is there no one else? As Brad Pitt said in Troy, is there no one else? Is there nothing else, Apple? Is there nothing else? Oh my Lord. Is there nothing else? What is this? Like, what am I supposed to do with that? Like, that's a nothing burger for me. I mean, maybe y'all let me know how y'all feel in the chat. But for me, right now, what I'm seeing here, if this is true, and usually when you get this close to the event, the stuff that leads them more often than not true, we're like 72 hours out. So most of the stuff is probably true. If this is true, and I have no reason to believe that it's not, it is very underwhelming, y'all. It is very underwhelming. I'm not really impressed. But obviously, besides the AI stuff, there's more that Apple is going to announce on Monday. So let's look into some of that. But actually, let me go to the comments right. Jonathan says shortcuts are workaround to native integration. Yeah, that's true. Brian says, unfortunately, iPhone seems to be gearing towards teens and young adults with all these features. I don't see grown adults using half of these features. Yo, grown people are not using Jamoji, bro. We're not doing that. He also said, but Siri really needs to be updated. When I was using the Ultra for a while, Google Gemini was something I love. I mentioned now that I'm back on iPhone. I'll talk about that in a minute too. What up, Joe? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Hopefully you're doing well. Appreciate you being here, Joe. What's going on? Let's see. Brian says if they could just keep the incentive for tasks and Siri, but answer questions, but any answer to questions at ChatGPT, that would be great. That would be a good separation. I don't know if that's something that they consider, but that would be good. Hey, Dennis is here. What's up, Dennis? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Hopefully you're doing well. He's like, greeting from Sweden. When your product becomes the standard, it removes motivation to be truly creative. Yeah. I think there's a lot of that. The other thing I think is going on, Dennis, is what I talked about a couple of weeks ago. Apple does not have a true visionary running the ship anymore. Tim Cook is more of a business-oriented individual, so they don't have the visionary chops that Steve Jobs gave them, and they don't really have anybody in the company, in my opinion, that has anything close to the visionary aptitude that Steve Jobs possessed. So it's really making them fall behind because they had to do all this mad scrambling to reorganize their AI leadership and whatnot, and they still are behind, woefully behind. And I'm just like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Do I use any LLM? Do I use any LLM? No, I don't use any large language models like ever. That's not really my workflow. So no, I don't use any of that. Not really. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Yo, what up, Josh? How you doing, sir? Good to see you, man. Hopefully you're doing well. Appreciate you being here. Snowman Cam, what's up, Snowman? How you doing, my guy? Appreciate you, bro. Happy Friday to you. Appreciate all my people pulling up here on our Friday. Y'all know how we do. I've been a couple of weeks, but we back in the building live. I had to talk about it. I had to come in. I had to go live tonight. I cannot talk tonight for whatever reason, but I had to go live tonight because just this news from Gurman, it's just like, damn. Like, I knew Apple was playing from behind, but now they're going to be further behind. If this is all that they're going to give us at WWDC as it relates to AI, damn, bro. My God. All right, so what else is going on here at WWDC? So, apparently, Apple and Google, Apple was supposed to have a deal with Google to have Gemini incorporated into, I think, Apple Intelligence or whatever, but apparently, nope, that is not happening. Apparently, the Department of Justice trial is messing that up, as Gurman says here. He says, don't expect Apple's Gemini deal to be announced Monday, ongoing DOJ trial. I also don't expect major new hardware or the introduction of the company's new smart home strategy device, HomeOS. Isn't HomeOS already a thing? I thought HomeOS was already a thing. But either way, again, none of that has to really do with the AI problem that Apple has. Like, Y'all know what it said, okay? Apple has a massive AI problem, and right now they are doing nothing to really catch up. If you go down here further, Mark Gurman says that Apple's AI powered revamped calendar and health won't even arrive until next year. Bro. It just can go yoop and yoop and yoop and yoop and yoop and yoop and yoop. I don't understand. You're Apple. You're Apple. We are. Actually, I can't even say you're the world's most valuable company. You're not even the world's most valuable company anymore. I think that title now belongs to NVIDIA. But you're one of the world's most valuable company. You have an over $3 trillion market cap, and you can't get out of your own way when it comes to AI. Like, bro, what is going on? What is happening over there at the spaceship at Cupertino? I don't know. All right, but anyway, let me go back up here and talk about some more stuff that supposedly is coming here with WWDC. So, I think one of y'all was talking about it earlier in the chat here. Apple is going after WhatsApp and will let users set backgrounds and chat threads. I mean, okay. I mean, you're trying to make Apple a little bit more Android-y, I guess. I mean, that's cute. That's cute. Again, that does not solve the primary problem that Apple has today, which is their lack of development in the artificial intelligence department. But sure, we can change the colors of background text in iMessage. Sure, why not? Why not? Oh my God, what is happening right now? What is going on? Let me keep going. What else we got? Let's see. Okay, that's not doing anything. All right, so the major headline feature from this upcoming WWDC, according to Gurman, is they are planning major phone, Safari, camera app revamp. I mean, he said they're going to introduce Mac-like multitasking and iPad OS, which would be nice because apparently right now Stage Manager is kind of crappy. So I would agree with that. I like that idea. Only when it's connected to a keyboard, trackpad, whatever. And a preview app for PDFs on iPhone, iPad. Also, new details on Games app. Bro, don't nobody care about Apple Games app. I don't know why. Nobody cares about this stuff. I mean, sure, the revamp to the phone and the camera app might be something to look at, maybe. We'll see what happens with that. But I mean, and Safari. People use Safari, so I will say that people care about that too. But it's just all of this stuff, y'all, is underwhelming, yo. It's after what they promised last year with Apple Intelligence, and this is how they follow up with their next WWDC after that. It's just vastly underwhelming. But I will give Apple credit in this respect. They are not over-promising this year, it seems like. They are under-promising this year, or they're not really trying to put too much out there because they got caught with their pants down last year. They got embarrassed. They're actually involved in a class action lawsuit right now because of their over-promising last year. So it seems like this year, they're taming it down. They're making it more doable about things that they can actually deliver. And I guess that's fine for them as a company right now. But when you see what Google is doing over there with Android and AI, they are putting Apple to shame, bro. Before I get a little bit deeper to this, let me go back to the comments. Let me go back to the comments, yo. All right, you know, so how does Craig be jumping out of a plane this year? Launched in the face? Unless he comes out as an AI-powered Terminator robot, I don't care. I don't care. Antron said, thoughts on this quote: forget Apple's significant AI issues. You can use Grok, ChatGPT, or any Gen AI tools on your iPhone via apps until Apple finally gets it together. That does not solve the problem that they have. I mean, yes, that is true. But none of that stuff is naturally integrated into iOS. So because none of that stuff is naturally integrated into iOS, in kind of a WhatsApp iMessage situation, people are more comfortable using things that are natively baked into the OS because it's just easier. If I have to actually go out there and download an extra app, I'm probably not going to do it, even if it's better than what they're offering. Most people are probably not doing that, okay? Now, obviously, with ChatGPT and whatnot, I mean, and Grok being on Twitter, I mean, I think these are a little different, but still, my point still stands. Like, none of this stuff is naturally integrated into the everyday things that you do on your iPhone. So, while, yes, you can do that stuff, sure, it doesn't solve Apple's problem. It doesn't make their lack of AI any better. It doesn't sugarcoat. It doesn't really band-aid their issues at all, at least in my opinion. If you feel differently, please let me know in the chat. But for me, that doesn't really solve the problem. Right, Brian? Welcome to Android Messenger from 10 years ago. Yep, no doubt, no doubt. Brian said, Apple, time to fire your head coach and coordinator. Yo, something has to give, yo. Something has to give. Because they're not getting it done right here. They're not doing it right, yo. They're not doing it right. So something got to give, yo. Something got to give out here. I don't know. Janelle says, changing the iOS version name is so dumb. It's like when Samsung did it to the S series. I think they're really trying to put lipstick on a pig. That's really what it appeared to be to me. They know they're behind on their AI, so they're trying to now dazzle you with iOS 26. I mean, they can't even match the damn year correctly. It's 25, Apple. It's not 26 yet, but I know what you're doing. But no, you're not fooling me, Apple. We know what it is. You're putting lipstick on a pig. It's still a damn pig. So, I have gotten kind of so bored of my iPhone and Apple lately. But some of y'all, if y'all follow me closely on Twitter, you already know what I'm about to tell y'all. Y'all have seen it. But I've gotten bored with Apple and their lack of AI and different things like that. So your boy went out and grabbed the S25 Ultra, yo. Thank God for payment plans, whatever. But I grabbed one of these, and I am enjoying the hell out of this phone because of the different AI features that they have on here. This thing is amazing. I am loving it. This runs circles around any iPhone. It runs circles around the 16 Pro Max. I mean, I'm having so much fun that I am leaving my 16 Pro Max at home and just taking it to work with me. I'm having so much fun with this because of the AI offerings. Google Gemini is a game changer. It is amazing. Just the conversation that you can have. I mean, damn. Google Gemini can literally look at the things on your screen and tell you what's going on. Like, it's kind of crazy what Google Gemini can do. And just with Samsung's own Galaxy AI, the way that it can manipulate pictures and guess what screenshots you want and different things like that. It can even draw you different things like, yo, Samsung and Google's AI offerings are just 1,000 times better and much more practical for me in my everyday use than whatever the hell Apple's trying to offer or not offering on their iPhone. I love this phone. It's amazing. I mean, just the simple things like the nano texture coating that reduces glare in direct sunlight. Man, like Samsung is killing the game with this phone. Well, they always do. But with Gemini on this phone, it is just glaringly whooping the iPhone's ass, like up and down the smartphone yard. Like this phone is so good with this AI that it makes the iPhone not even want to come out for recess, yo. The iPhone stays in school for recess because it doesn't want to get bullied on the yard, yo. It's bad out here, yo. I mean, damn, it's bad. So, man, until Apple figures out their AI stuff, I will be happily using my S25 Ultra and having a damn good time and just loving life, yo. Loving life, because the iPhone is not, now, don't get me wrong, I still got my iPhone. I got my iPhone because my iPhone is my iPhone, and plus I make videos on my iPhone now because that's the only camera I got, but still, well, besides the one I'm using now, but this is not a good camera for video, so I make my tech videos, or not tech videos, I make my YouTube videos on my iPhone now because this camera's not really good for making video, but anyway, it's a live streaming camera, we just use it for that, but yeah, other than that, man, bro, it's not good, fam, it's not good. It's not good. Janelle says S25 Ultra is on version 2 of that anti-glare, and iPhone hasn't even paid Samsung yet for it. Like, seriously, like, what are we doing? How have Apple not adapted an anti-glare coating for their iPhones yet? They have it on iPad. So what's the holdup? Yo, what's the holdup? Apple, put that ish on the iPhone. What are we doing here? Oh, man. Brian says, dude, I love my Ultra. I went back to iPhone for convenience. That's it. Seriously. Like, I have contemplated many a day just ditching the iPhone completely and just rocking with an Ultra, but my girlfriend has an iPhone, and she wouldn't really like that too much, but I'm just, I've thought about a few times just leaving the iPhone behind, yo, because it's like, it's not it no more. It's just, I'm bored. And you know, it's interesting watching how things are changing and watching how Apple is so slow-footed to adapt AI and do things that keep the iPhone relevant. It looks a lot like what happened to BlackBerry. And I know that's kind of asinine to say as it relates to Apple because they're so ingrained in our culture. But I told y'all this many a times. Empires come and empires go. And right now, Apple is slipping away, man. This whole AI debacle is making them less relevant every single day. They need to figure it out quickly. Not saying that they can't figure it out, because they're Apple. But damn, from last year's WWDC to this one potentially being underwhelming, while Samsung and Google are just blazing the trail and continuing to make their AI offering better and better, it's not a good look, bro. It's not a good look. It's making Apple look bad. Like, dude, Apple is literally being embarrassed out here. This S25 Ultra embarrasses the iPhone. Embarrasses it. It's bad. And I'm trying to figure out when is Apple going to catch up, or at least get on the same ride, yo. I mean, Apple's not even in the park yet. Can we get Apple in the damn park right now? They can't even get into the park, let alone not even on the same ride. They're not even in the same amusement park, yo. Like, can somebody give Apple directions? I mean, Apple Maps does work, right? Somebody give them some Apple Maps directions to get to the same place that Samsung is, or at least to get to the same part that Samsung's in. Because right now, Apple is not there. Hey, Big Cloud Gaming, what's up, bro? How you doing, my dude? Good to see you. Hopefully you're doing well. Appreciate you dropping in, man. You know, since Apple did a team shift recently, it's going to take a while. Yeah, I saw that they shifted their whole leadership structure as it relates to AI. Yeah, they just keep falling behind. Like I said earlier, they're going derp and derp and derp and derp and derp. I don't know. I don't know. I love Apple, but they are letting me down. Like, it was real bad when they lied to us last year about Apple Intelligence being launched on these phones, and then it took them a month to even get Apple Intelligence on the phones, and then when they got Apple Intelligence on the phones, it was a bunch of monkey crap. Woo! Lord have mercy. Man, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Joe says Apple has some time to worry about AI. The bigger issue is that their relationship with devs have gotten much worse. That's what they need to fix at WWDC. Ooh. I mean, yes. But now with these rule changes that are coming via these court cases, I think the devs are gonna be better off now because Apple won't be able to take their lunch money anymore like they used to. But yeah, Apple, what they did with Fortnite and delaying it, going back into the App Store, that was kind of petty. But yeah, you are correct that their relationship with the developers are kind of shaky. But I think with these recent rule changes and different things like that, it should make things a little bit better in that regard. But yeah, Apple has some work to do in that department as well. But we'll see what happens with that. Johnson, the thing is, Vype AI isn't that big of a deal right now. The race to catch up isn't that huge. I mean, yes and no. I mean, how many clips have we seen go viral on Twitter of Samsung Galaxy AI manipulating pictures compared to what Apple does, and they just spanked them because Samsung's using generative AI and Apple's just using the eraser tools that come out ugly as hell because they don't use generative AI, even though they call it generative AI. I don't know. But when you see stuff like that on Twitter, yeah, I don't know, Joseph. I don't know. I mean, the AI, just for manipulating photos, I mean, obviously that's like a bare bones thing. And it's like you said, it's not really that major yet, but still. Android and Google and Samsung are only getting better. They're only implementing more and more AI features into their phones. And Apple is still trying to get into the damn game. Like, when next year rolls around, right, it will be interesting to see what Samsung is able to put into the S26 line of phones as far as AI goes and different things like that. And then what Google is going to announce that next year's I.O. And then we'll figure out where Apple is at with Apple Intelligence in 2026. I don't know. It seems like they're falling further and further behind. And Android is going further and further away with their AI stuff. It's kind of crazy. I will say the one thing that is holding Android back is their app experiences because of the fragmentation of the devices and so many OEMs and different things like that. They cannot just get a premium app experience on Android like they can on iPhone. So that is the one thing that's kind of holding Android back a little bit. But even the apps are getting better on Android. So, oh man, I don't know, dude. I don't know. But Genosa says that the AI race is not really started yet, but it's picking up steam, bro. It's picking up steam, my God. I mean, Apple's not gonna be able to like have that protection forever, yo. They're not gonna be able to have that buffer forever. They're getting embarrassed out here, yo. They're getting embarrassed, and they're getting publicly embarrassed out here. And then they're lying about their own things going on with their AI and getting sued and things like that. And it kind of making Tim Cook look bad because now people are like, what the hell is Tim Cook doing, right? So I don't know, yo. It's like you could say that AI is not a big deal right now, but that doesn't make Apple getting embarrassed any less bad. They're getting embarrassed, yo. It is bad for them. And again, like I said in the title of the live stream, this WWDC is shaping up to be a major dud, in my opinion. Because the lack of AI stuff that Apple's going to be able to offer is just not a good look compared to what their competitors are doing. It's not a good look. But we'll see. We'll see. I don't know, bro. A 5-year buffer? I don't know. Tech moves too fast, my guy. They may have a year or two buffer, yo. I don't know. I wouldn't give them 5, maybe 2 at the most. They got 2 years, bro. And then it's a wrap because tech moves too damn fast for them to have a 5-year buffer, yo. No, that's not realistic, bro. Bro, in 5 years, Samsung will be taking their lunch money at that point, yo. He says AI is basic right now. You keep saying right now, but like I said earlier, tech moves too damn fast. I mean, we just look at where we're at from last year to this year with AI. Massive difference, my guy. Tech moves fast. It moves uber fast. So, yeah, and Google Gemini is legit. I don't care what none of y'all say. Google Gemini is legit, and it's only getting better, and it's integrated into these phones, and Apple is looking at us with Apple Intelligence, and Apple Intelligence is like a wet kitty. It's just bad. It's all bad, yo. It's all bad. I don't know. But, hey, if y'all are digging the content and feel like supporting your boy, consider hitting the link pinned to the top of your live chat to donate if you want to do that. You don't have to. You're not required to donate. But if you want to support your boy, consider donating. It doesn't matter what you donate, no matter how big, no matter how small, whatever you donate will be greatly appreciated, man. I just thank you guys for coming in here tonight and rocking with me as I rant and rave about Apple's AI and how they're just getting boat raced by Google and Samsung because it's bad, bro. It's terrible out here. Oh, yeah. He says, tech move fast, ideas don't. I don't know, bro. Like I said, you keep saying that, but next year is going to be even better than it is this year. And Apple's still going to be behind because they haven't figured it out yet. Good God. All right. I don't know. How is it? Martiar says that no matter how much ahead Android is, Apple has a stronghold on the younger generation. That much is true. I will give you that. I mean, clearly by their whole focus on Gmojis, Lord have mercy. But, if Android can keep integrating AI into things that younger folks appeal to, like, photos and manipulating photos and different things like that, I don't know, man. I don't know, yo. I don't know. You know what Flossie Carter says? He pledged allegiance to the hotness, yo. And the young people pledge allegiance to the hotness too. So Apple's hot right now, sure. But if they can't keep up and Android starts doing things that appeal to the young folk with the AI, then we'll see how long that young person lead or that younger demographic still holds on to Apple. We'll see. We shall see. Charles says the issue isn't Apple is behind on AI. It's that they named the Apple Intelligence trying to pass up everybody else. That and them blaming it all over the media to get folks to buy stuff. No, dude. The issue is definitely that they're behind. The Apple Intelligence is just marketing. The fact is that the marketing doesn't match what they can actually offer, which means they are behind. Compared to what their competitors are doing, compared to what I can do on this phone versus what I can do on this phone, hold on. What I can do on this phone compared to what I can do on this phone, they are woefully behind. I mean, god damn, they're behind. My Lord. This phone curb stomped this phone, yo. It's curb stomping an iPhone right now. So, yes, they are vastly behind, my guy. They are very behind. And that is the problem. They are behind. And they're lying about it. Or they're not lying anymore, but they lied about it. They are behind. They lied about it. And it just gets worse every day. Every day. And see, it's only faster and error correcting. Joe, since all of that's available on iOS, it's all cross-platform. No, all of it is not available on iOS. Yes, Gemini is available on iOS, but some of the AI stuff that Samsung can do is not available on iOS. Smart Select and AI Select are not available on iOS. The ability to regenerate images is not available on iOS. So no, it's not all available on iOS. Some of it is, yes, but not all of it. And again, the gap is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Hey, like I said, yo, I'm you know me, y'all been following me for years. Y'all know me. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I love Apple, but they hurting right now, yo. And it's okay to admit that they're hurting. Like they are hurting. They're not completely out of the race yet, but they are hurting. The longer this debacle goes on, they don't fix it, or they don't try to get into the game. They hurting, yo. They are hurting. Charles says, I'm in retail every weekend. The average consumer doesn't notice the AI stuff. It's us that notices. Okay, I mean, I'm not arguing that. I'm just saying that it's starting to have more and more of an impact, and at some point, it's going to become undeniable. Hell, it's already affecting whole ass industries as it stands. Hey, this is not a fad, you all. If y'all think that AI is a fad, I got news for you. AI is not a fad. AI is a game-changing, industry-changing thing that is happening as I speak. This is not something that's going to be a fad and go away. It is going to change the way we use our technology. It is happening right now. It is going to continue to happen. And it's something that Apple is going to have to get a hold on and get a grasp on sooner rather than later. This is not something that they could wait on. I know a lot of times Apple is last to the party because they wait. But if they wait too long with this, it's not going to be a good look. This is not something that they could keep messing up on. They got to get it right. They got to figure it out. Oh man, let's not even talk about that, bro. Let's not even talk about that. Could I go a whole year with just my Android? Yes. I mean, maybe you don't know who I am or you're not familiar with me. Before I ever used an iPhone, I was on Android. I was on Android first. So I didn't even get an iPhone until 2011 because that's when Verizon got iPhones. So it was 4 generations of iPhone before I ever got one. And before those 4 generations, I was using Motorola Droid, HTC Thunderbolt. I was using Blackberries and different things like that. So yeah, I can definitely go a whole year using Android if that's all I had, for sure. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love iPhone and I prefer iPhone, but I have and continue to use Android to this day. So that's something I can definitely do. Joseph, there are comparable features than other third-party apps on iOS. Apple has a huge advantage. They sell the hardware and make the software. They have way more time than most to figure this out. I don't know. Y'all keep saying they got time. I mean, everybody thinks they got time until they don't. I'm just telling y'all, it's not sweet, yo. This is not something that they can just lag on. They're already getting embarrassed. They are literally already getting embarrassed. They don't have the time that y'all think they have. I mean, I know they're Apple, but even Apple is fallible, clearly, and they're getting embarrassed out here publicly. And I don't know if they have as much time as y'all think they have. I look at it again. Janosen think they have a 5-year buffer. I wouldn't say they have a 2-year buffer, but maybe I'm just being overly analytical and critical. I don't know, but they're getting embarrassed out here. That much you can't deny. Janosen Vype, do you think AI is going to advance past the way LLM work right now in the next 5 years? To be honest, man, I don't really understand the LLM too much. I mean, I know what they are and I know what they do, but I don't really have that great of an understanding. So I don't know if I can really answer that question, to be honest with you, because I don't really have a firm understanding of large language models and what they do and how they work. So I'm going to defer until I get more information about LLMs. I can't really answer that. So I'm pretty sure you'll probably give me a dissertation in the comment. But yeah, I am not an LLM expert, so I can't really answer that for you. Josh says in the next 5 years, it'll look different in 5 months. Josh understands. Like, this stuff is moving fast, fam. Like, 5 years, yo, you're talking about like 5 months, a year, 2 years of that. Like, it's moving, yo. Like, this AI stuff is the new arms race out here. Like, companies are trying to race to get the best AI features in place, and Apple is just dragging their feet trying to get their leadership in place, yo. Google out here trying to figure out what the next big AI thing is, and Apple trying to figure out how to head up their leadership. Like, bro, it's not a good look, yo. They are not the same, yo. They are not the same right now. I'm just saying, they're not the same, yo. No, y'all are going off of generative AI demos. It's just error correction. I mean, whatever it is, it's changing the way that we use devices, and Apple is not there yet. So Apple needs to figure that out. And what you're talking about is what's going on today. We haven't even scratched what could happen tomorrow or after tomorrow or the next week or the month or the year, yo. You're talking about what's happening today. It's error correction today, but what might it be tomorrow, my dude? I'm telling you, man, you gotta, yo. You know who else thought they had a lot of time? BlackBerry. And where are they now? Where are they now, yo? Because I'm pretty sure when BlackBerry was ruling the world with BBM, they thought they had all the time in the world. But then iPhone and multi-touch came along, and BlackBerry didn't know what to do, and they got stomped out. So, not saying that Apple and BlackBerry, that might be a little bit too much, but it's kind of the same principle. Sometimes you think you got the time, but you don't have the time that you think you have, and shit happens quick, especially in the tech space. So, I'm just saying, man, they better get with the program, bro. Get in with the program. Jonathan, I'm going on ideas in tech in the past decade, how slow ideas are. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the idea's slow, but once the idea gets implemented, the implementation sometimes happens a little bit faster. And especially with today, with the way tech moves and how things are, how processes have changed and things are happening faster now. I mean, you got the OnePlus 13 out here using, what is it, silicon carbide batteries now. I mean, obviously, and it's funny because battery tech is one of the things that have been around a long. We've been using lithium ion batteries forever, but now OnePlus is using silicon carbide. That's how you pronounce it. I don't know what it is, but they're using a different type of battery tech. How long is it before everybody will start using that battery tech that OnePlus is using? I don't think it's gonna be that long of a time. Even though Samsung keeps getting scared because they had the whole Note 7 fiasco and they're afraid of new battery tech or whatever. But OnePlus has been pushing battery tech for a minute, and they keep doing that. And it's just like, bro, oh, silicon carbide. Is it silicon carbon and silicon carbide? I don't know. Silicon carbon. Okay, I got you. Cool. But yeah, like the tech is changing, fam. Tech is changing every day. Generative AI LLM won't advance much. Error correction will make it look like advancement, and the speed of that is actually fast. All right, I got you. Okay. All right, silicon carbon. Okay. Oh, silicon carbide is the car one. Oh, okay. So all right. Hold on. See, here we go. Now. We get a live Google Gemini demonstration because we damn sure not asking Siri because Siri dumb as hell. But Google Gemini should be able to explain this to me here. So let's see what we got. Can you explain the difference between silicon carbon batteries and silicon carbide batteries? This is so amazing.
These are lithium-ion batteries that use a silicon carbon composite material.
All right, this my audio is kind of chunky, but yeah, y'all get the idea. I got a whole breakdown of the difference right here, yo. Siri can't do that. Siri would like choke on it. If I asked her that, she would choke, bro. All right, but yeah, okay, cool. That's pretty cool. Okay, but yeah, battery tech is changing finally. For the love of God, thank God, because battery tech has been the thing for like umpteen years. So glad that's changing. So thank God OnePlus finally implemented it. Other companies will probably follow suit. Hopefully. And yeah, we'll find out. What up, T? Yo, T. Oh, T, I'm so mad at you late, bro. T, why were you late today? Yo, T, I was telling them that how the S25 Ultra is curve stopping the iPhone because of the AI on this phone, bro. It is embarrassing the iPhone. Like just smacking it around, embarrassing it, y'all. Tell you. T knows. I think T had that S25 Ultra. He knows what's up, bro. But man, I'm telling you, Apple needs to figure it out. Like, y'all talking about Apple got time. I don't know if they got as much time as y'all think they have, but they better figure it out sooner rather than later, yo. They keep dragging their feet. It ain't gonna be a good look. Now, the one advantage Apple does have, at least here in the US, is that they are so ingrained into the US culture that you can't just overtake Apple overnight. And plus, the Apple ecosystem is still undefeated, fam. The Apple ecosystem is still undefeated, but bro, that ecosystem has this Galaxy AI, this Google Gemini, this AI stuff for Apple is an Avengers level threat. Okay, the ecosystem is in danger. Okay, because this AI stuff is an Avengers level threat, and Apple needs to figure it out. Okay, I don't care what y'all say. This AI stuff is an Avengers level threat to Apple and their ecosystem. Okay, it's a threat. It is an Avengers level threat. Apple needs to figure it out, bro. I'm trying to tell them, T. I'm trying to tell them, bro. They're getting embarrassed. Like it's embarrassing out here, bro. Like these things that are going on Twitter and everything like that about how these Android phones are just whooping Apple's ass. Like it's just embarrassing. Yo, Spike Rowe, what's up, bro? How you doing, my dude? Good to see you. Hopefully you're doing well. Appreciate you being here. But yeah, man, it's bad out here. And I mean, I respect the fact that y'all say that Apple has time. I just wonder how much time Apple really has. Because if they keep dragging their feet and Android keeps advancing with their AI offerings, I don't know, bro. I don't know, fam. I don't know. But anyway, if y'all got any questions or comments, feel free to drop them in the chat, man. Y'all know how we do. We hanging out here. Appreciate y'all tuning in for this conversation. But again, going back to the title of the live stream, though, WWDC, man. I don't know, fam. I'm so underwhelmed. And after what Mark Gurman put out today, I'm even more underwhelmed. Like, I mean, now here's the thing. I'm underwhelmed as hell, but I will have iOS 26 beta on my iPhone, of course, because I'm running betas anyway. I got iOS 18.5 beta, whatever it is, whatever's going on here. So yeah. T your fool. He said, yeah, go to T. T ain't even paying attention. Yo, T ain't even know what's going on. He's like, yo, we don't care, yo. Like, people don't care. It's bad when your hardcore techie don't care about your major event. It's very bad. It's not a good look. We don't even care, yo. Jonathan Vype, deep dive into LLMs and similar. Your tune will change. I promise you. You'll see the limitations. Maybe I'll do that this weekend. Maybe I'll do a little deep dive, see what I can find out about LLMs. I can do that. We might have to figure that out. But yeah, T don't care. I'm underwhelmed. Like, bro, we just clowning out here, bro. But again, the thing about Apple is that they have the ecosystem, they have the youth, and different things like that. And shout out to Anonymous for dropping a $100 donation. Yo, what's up? Let's go. Let's go, baby. I appreciate the donation. Thank you so much for that dono. I appreciate you. Whoever dropped that $100, thank you so much. So much, man. Y'all are the GOAT. Y'all are the real ones out here, bro. Y'all are the real ones, man. Again, if you do want to donate, if you can and are willing and able to donate, the link is pinned to the top of your live chat. Just click on the link and that will allow you to donate. Again, it doesn't matter how much you donate. You ain't got to donate $100. I appreciate it if you did, but you don't have to. But whatever you're willing to donate, it's greatly appreciated. It's not required. I'm not out here like these Twitch streamers demanding money. We're not doing that here. But it would help me greatly if you were to donate. So thank you for the dono. But bro. T said, I said the other day, I'm getting a little tired of iPhone, just bored with it. Me and me both. Bro, I went out and got an S25 Ultra, yo. I had to go out and get the S25 Ultra because I'm bored, yo. Like, I can't stand it, yo. Not only did I, you know what? But I didn't stop at the S25 Ultra. No. I didn't stop there. I went out and got the damn Galaxy Watch. Bro, I have not had a Samsung watch since the Gear S3. Okay, it's been a long time. But I am so bored with Apple and what they're doing. I'm like, let me grab this damn S25 Ultra. Let me grab this watch. And we go rock out. We've been rocking out with Samsung for like the last week or so. We been rocking out, bro. And I've been enjoying myself. I've been thoroughly enjoying myself. And the cool thing is that I think they're bringing Gemini to the Galaxy Watch at some point. So I'm looking forward to that, seeing what's going on with that. But yeah, man, we out here, bro. We out here. Like, we ain't playing, bro. The only thing that kind of annoys me about the Galaxy Watch Ultra is that Samsung Pay is kind of trash on it. Google Pay, I'm starting to try to use Google Pay and see if that's a little better. But yeah, Samsung Pay works when it wants to. It doesn't work half the time. Apple Pay works 100% of the time on my Apple Watch flawlessly. Yeah. Samsung Pay on the Apple Watch, yeah. Now, Samsung Pay on the phone, great. But on the watch, bleh, trash. But I'm now starting to experiment with Google Wallet on the watch. And that's going okay so far, but we'll see. But other than that, I like the Galaxy Watch. I feel like Samsung gives you more health info than Apple, which I was not expecting that. But yeah, Samsung has a lot more health info than Apple. So yeah, I like the Samsung Health app. I like the phone. I like the watch. So yeah, I'm enjoying my time on Samsung, bro. I'm enjoying it, bro. Like, yo, the Apple Watch is charging. The other room ain't been off the charger in like a week. It's like, bro, be out here, yo. I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying. Oh yeah, One UI is amazing. One UI is amazing. The software features in One UI it's the reason why I always go or gravitate towards Samsung Android, because I love One UI and the feature set. It's amazing. It's incredible. I love it, bro. Janosis, man, I appreciate you, my guy. Yeah, go catch your hockey game, man. Appreciate you dropping in. Have a good weekend, bro, dude. I'll catch up with you on the Twitter for sure. Antron said folks going to be reading or watching or reading about it. The big tubers have to talk about it. Yeah, I mean, obviously, yeah. We're all going to be paying attention to WWDC, obviously. But again, like I told y'all, I'm not very excited about it. I'll have the beta on my iPhone, of course. I'll have the beta on my iPhone just to see what it's talking about, but I'm not excited about it. I mean, I'm not giddy about it. After last year, I kind of just got underwhelmed, man. I'm like, I ain't gotta go, bro. I ain't gotta go. I don't care, yo. I don't care. Because you're under the promise, you're under delivered last year. You didn't even deliver on half the stuff that you promised last year. So why should I care this year? Brian said, I had a great time on the Ultra. I can see myself making it my permanent main, but the convenience of iPhone with the ecosystem is too good. Yeah, like I said earlier, I'm not getting rid of my iPhone because this is how I make my YouTube videos now, since I don't have an actual camera anymore. And this camera here is not really good for making YouTube videos. So I use my iPhone to make YouTube videos. So I'm going to keep it out for that. And plus I have a MacBook, so it's easy to airdrop the video to the MacBook and do my editing on Final Cut Pro. So my Apple ecosystem is not going anywhere. But when I leave the house, I'm Samsung these days, yo, because I just have more fun with using the Samsung. It is what it is. Hey, I ain't apologizing for it, bro. I'm not apologizing, bro. Nope. I'm enjoying my time with the Sammy. Let's go. T said all they're going to bring out is remaining charging time. Yeah, I saw that somewhere. Like, bro, that's been on Samsung phone for like a decade. What are we doing? Where you been, Apple? Welcome to 2015, Apple. Welcome to 2015. I mean, I know we joke about Apple and them being late, but that's just woefully late, bro. Samsung have been doing that for 10 years. Telling us how much time we got up to charge. Come on, bro. You know, I love Apple, man. But I love Apple, but damn, man. Damn. They making it difficult right now. They making it difficult. I told y'all they getting embarrassed out here. They getting embarrassed with some of this stuff, yo. They getting embarrassed. But like I said, it's still our content creator. And if you're a content creator, you know that Apple is the way because of AirDrop and just how much better video is on iPhone. I mean, you can't really deny that. But still, bro, when it comes to this AI stuff, it's just bro, it's getting laughable how Android is starting to distance itself from Apple and iOS with the AI stuff. It's laughable, bro. It's laughable. But man, if y'all got any other questions or comments, feel free to drop them in the chat. Again, I appreciate y'all for being here. Appreciate whoever donated the 100. I appreciate that donation. Thank you so much. Man, we out here, bro. We out here getting it in, bro. But yeah, I'm not excited, but I will be watching WWDC on Monday, assuming I'm not too busy at work. I'll be watching it. I'm probably gonna be laughing my ass off if they get up on stage and start talking about Jimoji. I'm gonna laugh, bro. I'm just like, bro, stop it. I'm a grown ass man. I don't care about Jimoji. Okay, I am not interested in your Jimoji. Okay, I don't care about that shit. Like, give me something I can actually use. Give me something practical, Craig. Give me something practical out here, bro. Oh man, they better not call it Jimoji revolutionary. They better not do that, bro. They better not call that trash revolutionary. I'm gonna laugh, bro. It's just so weird, like having this feeling about Apple. Like when I first became a creator in 2018, I was pretty hard on Apple because they had a few missteps, like the MacBook keyboard, and I think the Apple Watch had LTE problems and different things like that. But those were like simple things, and Apple could fix those things pretty easily. Now it's just like they're just dumping turds on us left and right and expecting us to just be okay with it. And I'm just like, nah, fam, I am not okay with it. I am not okay with you lying to customers about Apple Intelligence being available when it's not. I am not okay with you just getting boat race in the AI race. Like, you're getting curb stomped right now. I am not okay with you with the iterative ass updates year over year with iPhone. The damn iPhone has not changed fundamentally since ever. Like, when is the last time the iPhone went like a big, like, fundamental change as far as how you use it? Has it begun? It's been the same static grid of icons forever. They have not changed anything as far as how to use the phone. I mean, they've added new features here and there, but by and large, the way that you use an iPhone has not changed in like ever. And it's just boring. It's boring. It's uninspiring. It's a lack of innovation. And maybe there is something to this argument about Tim Cook not being the visionary that Steve Jobs is. Nobody expected him to be, but damn, bro. It's been like a decade. Come on, man. If you need a visionary, go hire somebody. Like, go find somebody. Like, what is going on? I don't know. Like, damn, go find Steve Jobs Jr. somewhere. I don't know what to tell you. Go get him. Go find his ass out there. Go hire somebody, yo. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. But it ain't all bad. We got Apple Pay. Apple Pay is still killing the game. We got Apple Watch. Apple Watch is killing the game. AirPods are still killing the game. So we got AirPods. But yeah, man. I don't know, bro. Like I told y'all for the 100th time today, I am not excited for WWDC at all. I have never cared less about an Apple event in my life. And I hope that Apple surprises me on Monday, but I highly doubt it. Maybe they'll surprise you, but I don't see anything that's going to happen this Monday that will surprise me or get me excited. But maybe I'm wrong. But anyway, any last question, comment before I let y'all go? Feel free to drop them in the chat. Otherwise, I'm going to give you guys your Friday back. Again, I appreciate y'all being here for the, 50 some odd minutes I've been live tonight. So thank you for hanging out and rocking out, man. Again, for the person that donated, thank you for the donation. Appreciate that. And yo, we here, bro. I don't even know if I'm gonna do any WWDC content. I'm not even gonna promise that to y'all because if it's underwhelming as I think it is, I'm not gonna waste my time with that. I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna do that to myself. But obviously I will have some thoughts on Twitter. So if you're not following me on Twitter at Vyyyper, you should definitely be following me on Twitter. Where I usually post all my tech birds and different things like that. So yeah, we'll see what happens on Monday when this event goes down. They give the keynote and we'll see what they say about WWDC and what they say about Apple intelligence. Or they should call it Apple lack of intelligence at this point, but we'll see. But anyway, appreciate y'all being here. Enjoy your Friday. Be kind, be safe out here. And yeah, prepare yourself for a very underwhelming worldwide developer conference from Apple. Don't have high expectations because you might get them broken. Or they might not get mad, is what I should say. But yeah, I will catch y'all on the Twitter. Peace.